Switzerland's long history of armed neutrality has produced some of the best preserved castles in Central Europe. You can also find some of the most spectacular castles and strongholds that proudly sit amidst the picturesque panorama. Switzerland is famous for its military neutrality, which can easily be observed through the extraordinarily well-preserved castles, many of which date back to medieval times. In this video, we explore the most beautiful castles in Switzerland. We've collected a list of the top most beautiful castles in Switzerland, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Chateau de Chillon. The most visited historic building in Switzerland, the Chateau de Chillon, is on a rocky offshore island in Lake Geneva. From the 12th to the 16th century, the Counts of Savoy controlled traffic on the lake from the aquatic stronghold. With its soaring outer walls and multiple towers, Chillon conjures up images of storybook castles. However, the fortress also served as a state prison for much of its existence. You'll want to spend several hours exploring the courtyards, great halls and bedrooms that make the Chateau de Chillon the most famous castle in Switzerland. Number 2, Tarasp Castle. Perched on a hill overlooking a small hamlet of the same name, the Castle of Tarasp is located in eastern Switzerland between the borders of Austria and Italy. Parts of the structure date back to the 11th century when the region was under Austrian rule. Today, the citadel is privately owned, but you can still view many beautifully restored rooms, including the castle chapel, through scheduled tours. The castle grounds offer sweeping views of the lower Engadine region's pristine lakes and alpine mountains. Number 3, Oberhofen Castle. Jutting out over the waters of Lake Thun in the Swiss canton of Bern, Oberhofen Castle has a fairy tale charm that's hard to resist. Construction on this turreted palace began in the 1200s and continued for centuries, resulting in an appealing assortment of architectural styles. The castle's carefully restored rooms and gardens now serve as a living museum for visitors. Standout features include a Turkish smoking parlor and a 13th-century chapel adorned with Romanesque frescoes. Number 4, Aigle Castle. Located in the vineyards near the southeast shore of Lake Geneva, Aigle Castle was built by the Knights of Aigle at the end of the 12th century. Fortifications like a curtain wall and central keep were added in the 13th century. In the 1970s, the municipality of Aigle renovated the castle and opened it to the public as the Vine and Wine Museum. Visiting the museum lets you view original artwork painted in the 16th and 17th centuries. Number 5, Tourbillon Castle. Sprawled out along the crest of a rocky peak overlooking the city of Chaon, the ruins of Tourbillon Castle date back to the 13th century. Built when the Roman Catholic Church held sway in the southern region, Tourbillon Castle served as the residence of the Bishop of Chaon. Although the castle was laid to ruin by a fire in 1788, a 15th-century chapel ornamented with frescoes survived the blaze. The climb up to Tourbillon Castle is steep, but the stunning views from the battlements make the trek well worth the effort. Number 6, Castellgrande. The oldest trio of castles that climb the hills of the city of Bellinzona, Castellgrande, was built on a site first fortified in the 4th century. Easily identified by its striking white and black towers, the newly restored medieval castle stands on a flat-topped hill near the town center. In addition to a flight of steps, a recently installed elevator makes it incredibly easy to access and explore the castle. Open all year, Castellgrande Castle also features 2 restaurants and a courtyard that's perfect for warm weather picnics. Number 7. Rapperswil Castle. Surrounded on 3 sides by Lake Zurich, the old town of Rapperswil and its 13th century castle once played a vital role in controlling the passage of ships on the water. Over time, the triangular-shaped keep fell into disrepair, and in 1870, it was leased by a Polish emigrant named Count Władysław Rolplater. The Count restored the castle and opened it as the Polish National Museum. Touring the museum offers a rare glimpse of interiors, from staterooms to dungeons, all restored to their original medieval glory. Number 8. Vufflens Castle. The pride of its namesake village, the Vufflens le Chateau, is a 15th century castle best known for its high central tower. It's considered one of the best examples of the Vaud fortresses built in the late Middle Ages. Although the brick structure with mammoth square towers is privately owned and not open to visitors, you can take in its splendor from the surrounding countryside. Located a short distance from the northern shore of Lake Geneva, a stroll through the nearby vineyards offers picturesque views of the castle. Number 9. Castello di Montebello. Perched atop the hills of Bellinzona in the Swiss canton of Ticino, Montebello Castle is one of 3 fortresses that once protected the ancient city. The castle was built in the 14th century, expanded in the 15th century and renovated to its current state in the early 1900s. The castle is now home to the Civic Museum, which includes archaeological artifacts from prehistoric burial sites in the region. Well-maintained walkways on the castle's battlements let you enjoy panoramic vistas of the city. At last in the list, number 10, Spiez Castle. One of the oldest castles in Switzerland, Castle Spiez, was built in 933 when much of the western area of modern-day Switzerland was ruled by Italy. Construction on the original continued for 6 centuries, offering a unique opportunity to view various architectural styles. The ancient castle church, for example, exemplifies the early Romanesque style. The courtrooms were built at the height of the Renaissance era. The southern addition in the elaborate Baroque style was finished in the 18th century. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite, most beautiful castles in Switzerland? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.